Hello everybody, I'm Serta and welcome back to Alchemy Factory. I did a little more cleanup between episodes and changed a couple of things around, but as you'll notice, I don't have rock salt on all my rock crushers. It is a big problem. I am not generating enough income to be able to sustain the factory, especially because these are being made and they're very expensive to make without any reward. So I'm afraid we're going to have to do something different today, and I'm going to have to cave. I am out of cash and in a bit of a downward spiral. Anyway, let's have a look downstairs. I've expanded the floor. I moved copper production over here and doubled it up. So now we have a lot of copper. We needed a lot of iron sand for that. That's also added to our expenses. I still need to move the steel production and improve that setup. But we're slowly getting through everything. A few little setups that I can move. I had a lot of leftover stone here that was being turned into sand. So I chucked it into these and I grabbed those crude shards and I took them upstairs. Those are the last three, I think. I put them into this little facility over here, into this box, just like that. And I have a diamond. Man, diamonds take a long time to produce. A very long time. Anyway, that's where we are. I'm going to have to, today, open the shop. And I've got a little layout. So I've been testing it. I put some of the shop shelves down and made sure that I could reach. Now, if you put them like this, the target is in reach on that side, but not on this side. So I'm going to be doing some crossover. And then I can bring all the belts through over here and keep it pretty neat downstairs. There's one more thing I'd like to check out. We have a dispatch portal, which I haven't used before. I'm going to have to see how that works because apparently it came with a contract. I don't know how that's going to work exactly, but we'll figure it out. But yeah, if I don't start selling the stuff that I have in boxes collecting dust, I'm not going to survive very long because the contracts that are coming in, or the quests, are not very good. And yesterday I had one quest that was 3,900 copper coin. That's definitely not sustainable. So that's what we're going to do. We'll get the shop going. I will move the steel. But before I get the shop going, I'd like to have everything stored away and in the shelves so that we can start off with a bang. Yeah, lots to do. Let's get stuck in. The first items will be these two. So let's get some belts going. And we'll bring this out to here. And we're going to tuck it in. Oh, that's not the right spot. And we're going to tuck it in as far over as I can. And bring it right to the end. And throw that in there. Now the shop is closed still. So you see the shop sign. So all we're going to do is fill up the shelves and make sure that we're ready. Now I've got my little elevator system going, which doesn't always work very well, but we're up. And I'm going to continue to pull these lines through. So the next one will be this one. And that can just run right next to this. And the large gears are already on their way. And that is set. Oh, that one I need to just set. This one can go in there, that to there, that one down to there, and there. It'll get things going. Then the pulleys, those are in, and then I can bring the rope around. Space is going to start getting a little tight over here. And I have enough space to bring one more belt through this little area, and that will be the mortars. And I don't have enough space. So I'm going to raise this one up. And because there are two shelves here, I want the mortars to go into two shelves because each of them only stores 6. So I'm going to have this come through to there, but I'm going to bring it quite high up. Oh wait, hang on, that might not work. Let me see what else I'm going to put over here before I do that. Yeah, we'll have the linen, we'll have the bandages. This is going on a separate shelf, so I think maybe that can go through the other side. And then this can also go through the other side. And then, okay, I'll need to bring this one through to go onto that side as well. And that's the end of the day. Oh, we actually made some, oh yes, yesterday wasn't the bad day, it was the day before that. But still, this is not good. We made a profit, but low amounts of money. And if we're going to have a look at the quests, it'll probably give me a couple of good ones just for a change. No, not really. That's small. This, okay, fair. That's not too bad. I could use that. Yeah, let's do these. Okay, this one I can already submit. And then I need 3 Saturns. Pretty sure I have those. Oh, I also did use some Saturns in the knowledge altar. And I have one that is partially finished that I can't do anything with. So I'm going to shove that in here. Right. I have what I need. So let's get some money so we can keep this place running. All right, good. That is sorted. I'll throw the extra coin. Yeah. All right, well, at least things will get sort of fed again. Right, let's carry on with organization. I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to load these up because now it's getting a little tight. I could, maybe. I wonder if I can reach from here. Well, I could reach one of them. Okay, so that would eliminate this one. So we'll remove that. Now I only have to contend with 2. So if I was to bring the mortars over the top, then I would have to bring 1 on top of that to get to here. Then I would need to bring... Let me cut this back a bit. Yeah. I still have space to bring a belt down this way and maybe zip it in if I had the space for it. Why am I struggling so hard with basic logic? Yeah, this one would go to here, and then we would have the conveyor lift to bring the goods down, and we can bring it straight into there. Yeah, so we put that in and put that there, and then I can bring these over and drop them down immediately after that. Yeah, that'll work. So I can bring those 2 lines in and then raise one of them up over here. Good, that'll work. So I'll take that piece out, lift this up to the top, use this one and plug that in over there. Then I need some belts on that level to go into that box, and I think that should plug straight into there. Now I can't really see if it's doing that or not. And then the lower belt will come around the corner, plug in there, and that goes into there. Right. So this one should be all set, except for connecting up these 2, which are in the right places. Right. So this there and this over there. Now I know that I can reach from here, I can reach these 2, but I could also reach a potion shelf. So let's get the next 2. We're going to be doing a little bit of belt hopping over here. How are we doing upstairs? Yep, the rock salt is disappearing. Not doing so good. So I'm going to do that over there and the same thing over here, and then bring them down on this side. So that one will go there, and this one like that. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to bring them down here. I need them to come down over here. So yeah, those will go in just like that. And I'll just elevate them around this corner. So that goes in, and that goes in. Belts, and that's sorted. Then I can bring this line through, plug it straight into there, and this one can come through and plug into this line. And that should be most of what we need for this top area. Now there's one more that I can bring through, and that's the soap. So do I take the path of least resistance and tie it in? That will then go to here. Yeah, it's pretty tight. See, I can reach this one from where I am, and I could maybe reach something that if I put something over there, maybe. But that one, no chance. Now, I also could expand the floor out another half a block, but I think that might end up being a little close. And put me in the same situation as I was with these. Oh wait, I forgot a piece of belt over here, so the mortars are not going through. But yeah, those 2 shelves down there, those should fill up with mortars. And there they go. Excellent. Yeah, I think with this one, the soap, I'm going to take it through here. There isn't anything else I want to put onto this line necessarily. There might be something coming down this side, but I don't think it'll have an impact. And I'll keep it on the ground as far as I can. So I'm going to remove those, and I'm going to use this beautiful machine, like there and there. Now, I haven't tested them like that together, but they should work. Grab our belt in, and this one comes out, and yeah, okay, I'm out of wood again. And then just a bit of belt hopping. And with that, I think I'm ready to continue the belt. So we'll bring this into here, bring that over. This one can be on the ground, coming through to there. And then this can come around the corner, and I'm going to bring it in like that. And make sure the target is actually set. Now we need a potion shelf. So I'm going to grab, for now, I'm going to grab just one. And I hope I've positioned myself well enough. Will the soap be blocked? This will test. So when the soap does finally arrive, oh yes, I forgot a couple of things here. And that belt. Yep. So when the soap does arrive, let's just make sure it's not blocked by that cabinet. Oh, you'll also notice that I did extend the shop out a bit. So I broke down what was here and I added 2 more floor panels into the shop just to expand it. Wanted to look a bit neat. Okay, the good news is the soap is not being blocked by the cabinet. Perfect. Now there's one thing that I still need to do that I haven't researched, but we'll sort that out once I've got the first 2 potions in. And that means I'm going to have to do some more belt hopping. Yep. Okay, let's do that. So that one will go there. You know what? No. I'm going to raise this around until I can hit the floor around here somewhere. Then I can just grab that and put it over here. Connect these belts in right there, and then lab stands. And I'm out of nails. All right, that is going to go, not like that. Come on, play ball. There we go. We can bring that all the way. All the way. And then I suppose I could drop it down over here. And then this one. Oh wait, that was the wrong one. All right, no, this is going to tie in to that line. So I need to remove these because they're going to go out one more. And confirm that. And then this will come across and drop down over there. And now we can connect belts. And that'll go out to there. And this one will go out to there. Then these 2 can drop to ground, and I'm going to have to pick them up one more time. Oh, well, that doesn't look right. Anyway, that will go up, and then we'll grab this, and this will go down. And we can belt this one through. Oh, this doesn't look good. That one up, and that one down. Yeah, I'll have to restart to get rid of that. Happens sometimes. Right, those are plugged in. Lab stands here, belt across them, and then belts. And then I will figure out exactly how I'm going to position the 2 catapults. And hopefully I can put them right next to each other like this and reach. Yes, I can. And that also reaches. Lovely. Okay, end of the day. Yeah, actually a pretty good day, all things considered. Right, so I got to set these targets properly. So I think I want the green jobs on one side, so I'll do that. Oh, wait, I needed to... No, it's fine. I'll just have 1 potion shelf. That one can go on the other side. No, it can go... Gosh, where was the first one set to? This one will be set to the bottom. That is the bottom, yeah. And we'll finish connecting belts. Oh, wait, hold on. That one went to the bottom. This one needs to go to the top then. There we go. Working perfectly. Yeah, I'll have to figure out how I'm going to do the rest, but for now, yeah, that's pretty good. So these are... Oh, wait, what happened with these 2? Why is there nothing... Oh my gosh. I didn't connect... What didn't I connect? Oh, right. I got a little ahead of myself there. Didn't connect the linen, and I didn't connect the bandages. So those should work now. And that's quite a large chunk of what we need to sell in the shop. Now, I'd like to sell as much as possible because, it helps your reputation and it gives you more customers. Right, so downstairs I have stuff that I can bring into the shop as well. So I've got glass and bricks. I think those are goods. Yeah, there's the glass and the bricks there. Okay, so I've got all of those and the soap. I need the glass and the bricks, and this wants salt as well. Oh gosh. And then I am making the bearings and the rivets as well down here. So I could bring those in, sneak them through behind this lot. Oh man, these boxes are all in the wrong place and they're all full. Do I want to attempt to take them up? Oh, not really. Let's see, I've got a gap over here that I might be able to use. Yeah, why not? Let me complicate my life. So it'll be 4 lines so far. So we'll put those over there, and then to simplify things, I'm going to put ramps up, just like that. And then I can drag these up. Rope. I'm out of rope. Okay, so the bottom is set. And then I'm going to need to shift the money belt. Yeah, I will. I'll shift the money belt. So that'll go there. Is that the right height? No, it's not. Actually, that'll work out fine. And I don't have to shift the money belt. Oh, hang on. Yeah, I need to actually build these up because there's a little drop over here. Now, I'm just playing with how the belts are going to work. And I have the option to bring even more stuff up if I want to. And I probably will, because I think we're going to have the other potion on this side, and the Jupiter, which I may actually move up to this level, and the turquoise as well. And I have a little portal to bring things from the top if I need to, which I might. Okay, that'll work. Let me finish the setup. Good. That is going to work. And I could bring in 2 over here and a few more on this side. Excellent. Right, let's connect all of these in first. Yeah, one thing I'm going to be making, and maybe I will move this one upstairs as well. No, I don't have the steel down the bottom. We're going to have to bring the nails up. Yeah, so that'll be another one, but to move the iron and steel setup first. That's fine. We'll get there. So those over the top connections are done. Then I'll grab this one, raise it up. That will go there, and cancel. What am I missing? Wood. Okay, those will hop over, then drop back down there and there. And those can go like that and plug right in there. Right, now I just have to connect the first part of the belt. That goes through. Oh, I misaligned things. Damn. Hate it when I do that. So let's grab this one first. So we'll throw that through and we'll bring this neatly this way. Throw that in there. Actually, you know what? I could have brought this one over here. Yeah, I'll do that. And then that can plug in. That goes in. This will then run alongside and into there. And this needs to come across. And then we're going to have to decide where they're going to go to. But first, we have a couple of others that we need to bring through. These 2. How are we doing on them? Yeah, we're doing pretty well. And I'm going to bring them out this way as well. So we'll line them up like that. And then there. Those are in. And now just the conveyors. So that in and that in. We're going to bring this. Should I bring it straight out and then around the pole? Yeah, I think that looks nice. That can plug in or wood. Wait, did we have quests today that I didn't do? Oh, we did. Okay, so, yep, we'll deliver that one right now. And we'll deliver that one right now. Not very much. 49. Yeah, things are getting very tight. At least we do have product on hand, so not a terrible thing. That in there. This one in. And that should sort those out. Now we just need to plug them into the shop. And I think one of them is going to need to come over here. Can I reach that? I can. Okay, so one will be there. That will be the glass. Oh yeah, I need to put this in first. That's in. And then I can just duplicate that and put it in like that. And then this can come through. It's going to have to do a little jig. And that can plug into there. And then I will start lining things up. So we'll put that in and that. That'll cover what we're doing at the moment. We are getting glass in. Fantastic. So this one being the closest will come to there. And then we'll run this one into that one. And that into there. Good. Let's see. So, salt. Now, I'm going to have to make salt separately because right now, all the salt that I'm making is being used. Although, as a temporary measure, I could bring a box through because I have a heck of a lot of salt in storage. And we put it into this very last one right there. Set that to go into that one. I'll need to extend the floor a bit if I can. Whoops. Or maybe not. Maybe I can take this one out. Oh, how are we looking there? I could. Let's go and have a look. It doesn't affect anything else if I take it out, so let's do this. And then I don't have to, I didn't want to actually extend over any more on this level. I'll give this building at least a little bit of shape. So I've got a little crossover going there, and then I'm going to build some boxes. Yeah, that'll help. Then I'll be able to get rid of at least some of that salt. And I reckon end of the day. Another day done. And it was a loss. Right, my inventory is... I'm carrying a lot of junk. This might take a couple of trips. But I will load up with as much as I can. And we'll head up. Alright, there you go. 5 full boxes. We'll bring this through tight and drop it in there. Good, that's working. I need to set the targets on these. And that is sorted. Let's go and do a little research. let's see. I've got 8 points. That's quite a bit. Before the shop opens, I'm going to be doing the sales ability. Yeah, that's going to be good. So under research, I don't think I have researched, where is it? This one. Yeah, we'll start that research. So the jewelry shelf, and actually I'm going to queue up the relic shelf as well. And then I'll hand deliver, but I've got another potion that I need to bring up as well. But I'm not going to do that just yet. I think I'm going to make that potion. I'll move that production up to here. So that wouldn't be a problem. I have a slot here for a... Oh, wait, actually I don't. Yeah, I will bring it through here, I think, and then see if I can drop it into another shelf. But yeah, I'll bring that in later. I first need to make some cash. In the meantime, we have a few relics that I could pick up, and we have finished both of those researches. How are we doing up here? Oof, things are looking dismal. So, let's see how we can do this. First of all, have a first look at the jewelry shelf. Alright, well, I suppose I could put it like this. Gives enough space to walk around. And then, I don't know if the relics can come through. Ooh, let's see how big this is. Oh, it's tiny. Maybe we can have the relics come through and we'll place them next to each other under the window. So if I put that... Oh, misplaced. So if I put that there and that there, they reach both. Okay, so that one can go there, and this one can go here. And I'll just, for now, put a box down behind each of them, and I'll replace them with proper lines later on. But let's say this one over here will be these Jupiters, and then that one over there will be the Saturns. Oh, they stack on top of each other. Oh, okay, well, look at that. And then we need to bring... I've got a box of turquoise. Actually, it's not very much turquoise. Wait, where is it? Oh, bugger, already. Wait, the fuck? I've already disconnected the turquoise. I didn't build it anywhere else. Wait a minute, did I? Oh my gosh, I did. It's right here. Alright, well, I forgot that I'd actually moved it. I have the production done for that, so I can bring it over. It's a bit of a long, windy belt, but it's doable. So we'll bring that through to there. And I reckon I could immediately drop it to ground. And now it's just belts. And then I'm going to have to see, okay, this one, I haven't tested the catapults on this yet. Let's see how this works. So it reaches the far end. Oh, suppose I built this over here. What's the chances of it reaching? Yep, too far and going through the floor anyway. And if I do it like this, I'm blocking space. Well, I can still walk through. I might need to move these. I'll get to that. And now that reaches a couple of them. Cool. Okay, so that should be the turquoise once it comes through. Other than the steel, what am I missing? It's just the steel gears. I have a whole box of those. Now, for a start, I could just get a box and transfer until I've relocated that facility. And then it's the transformation potion. I have a box of those as well. Diamond. Yeah, I could bring diamond in. I have a box for that too. So put one in here, one in there. That's a few more items, but I need to make sure that these boxes can go in. Yep, I'll put those in there. Go and grab some gears. I don't have many of the transformation potions. I didn't store them in a very big box. Maybe that's something that I should do. I'll just put that over there. Let them work until this mushroom box is empty. I'll put that there and copy this one to here. Yep, spacing's good. Set the target to be bottom shelf over there. Okay, those are going in. This one will get the gears. Okay, that's going. Oh, and we need nails as well. And I have a few, and those can go into this box. Okay, the shop is looking close to being ready. Why is this not... Oh, I didn't set the target. Oh, I see it goes into like one little slot, but I don't suppose it's selling high volumes. Oh, end of the day. Oh, I didn't do any quests. Oh, bad. Let's see what's available. Well, I can submit this one immediately. This one, yep, we'll pin it and pin it. This one just needs some salt. I still have some salt downstairs that I need to use up, and I have everything that I need. So let's deliver But today's the day. We've made it to day 113 without using the shop. I've got a couple of things that I still need to do here, like get the teller, the auto till. So we'll purchase one of those and we'll place it. And I'm pretty sure I bought it, didn't I? Oh yeah, there it is. Auto cashier. How do we do this? Oh, there it is. Under other. Strange. It can only go there. Fine. But I think I'm going to be having a lot of cash coming out of here. So we'll belt it off the table down there and down here. And then I might change how I do my little loot box. Hold on. Wow. I've got a whole bunch of cash in here. No, I'm not going to use it. I'm going to remove this one. And I think I might just do a second one of these like that. And then have it running through 2 so it goes a bit faster. We'll set this one to be, yeah, silver coin 2. It's exactly the same. Perfect. I might actually increase that to stack size of, I'll leave it at 2. But I think eventually when the money is good enough, we'll have bigger stack sizes. It's just I don't have enough money to really put huge stacks on the belt. Now we can just bring these down, belt them in like that. And then this is where I'll have my own money box. And I don't think I need a huge amount of cash. So I'll just do one of these. Maybe a priority splitter. So everything goes through there first before it goes into my box. Okay, so a priority splitter. And we'll lie it. Oh, the bottom is the priority. So the top is, yeah, that's actually pretty good. I can tuck that away a little and throw that in there. So the priority is that everything goes in here first. And then I can do away with this. That doesn't need to be there. And there, my door is more open. And then this can just tie into that. Now, I don't know. I haven't used the shop much before, so I don't know how this is going to work. But I think it's time. I think I'm ready. I have lots of stuff in store. Oh, wait, hang on. I have a diamond. Shall I just manually put it in? Because, I mean, we're not going to get many of them. Yeah. How close am I to getting another one? Yeah, halfway there. Yeah, diamond facility is going to have to be really big. Or maybe I don't spend my diamonds. Oh man, it is very expensive. It's 100 silver. No, I'm going to hold on to it. I'd rather sell eventually. Yeah, there's the diamond. But you need diamond to make ruby, and ruby is 250. So yeah, I don't know. In the meantime, yeah, we are fine. We have a couple of boxes spare that we could bring stuff into if we needed to urgently. Let's do this. Let's open the shop. The end of an era. Okay, shop's open. We've done it. Finally. And we're going to have to see how that goes. Our reputation is currently at 2. That needs to be up around 100. And we have our first customer. And another 2. Yeah, looking good. Yeah, let's see how the day goes. The money is already starting to come in. Oh heck, I forgot to do something. We need to upgrade, and what we're upgrading here, okay, there's negotiation skill. Oh, those are contracts. Yeah, that's the next thing I want to try out. But we want to do 1, 2, 3, and 4 and confirm. That'll give us a fair bit. So yeah, it'll bring more cash in. Hold on. That money just disappeared. Thing is, I still need an offload box. So I suppose doing it on this side, that's fine. Let's go upstairs and see how we're doing. Ooh, just in time, I think. Yeah, this whole process was dying. Oh well, I do have Saturns, so it's okay. But yeah, it's not ideal. All right, let's keep an eye on our shop and see how things go. Lots of people coming in and buying. There's like 4 people in the shop at the same time. Oh, she bought a Jupiter. Oh, she bought a Saturn. Look at all the silver coming out. Ah, very nice. You know, I think maybe one more saleability, another 5%. Customer purchase increase 25%. Well, I hope I've got enough product. I hope I'm producing enough. But look at that. We're backed up on our box. Oh, wait. This line is going pretty well. What I may do here is just to keep it flowing a little faster, bring a belt out to there, and then this one connects into there. And hopefully these flow out a little better. Wait, this is wrong. Let's do that. Oh, wait, that's also wrong. My word. Yeah, that's how I want to do it. Keep these lines flowing. And because I'm not using as much downstairs as I was, and most of it is going upstairs, I'm getting this to travel that way. Now it's going to slow this line down a little. But yeah, I need that balance because a lot needs to go upstairs urgently. And we have a Jupiter sale, 2 of them. Well done. Well, we're having a relatively good flow of cash, but it's got to that time of the day that people aren't going to be buying anything, but hopefully it's a good day. All right, well, now I can focus on the things that I need to focus on, like cleaning up. Those can all go. Yeah, that box is empty as well, so you're out. All of this can go. Do I have anything in... I wonder why that's stuck. Oh, because this belt was the wrong way around. Alright, we'll get rid of those last bits of sand. We're still getting customers. Very nice. But it has slowed down. Let's see if our salt situation has improved any. No, it hasn't. Not yet. Yeah, and it's right at the end of the line as well. It's the most expensive item, so like everything else needs to get first and get backed up before it splits out to here. Maybe not the best way to do this. Maybe I should split it over here because that's going to take most of the money and be very important. And this is going to be my solution. It's not going to help us at all right now, but that will go in there. And I suppose I can leave the split over here as well. That's okay. And I'm missing one piece of belt there. Yep. Hopefully that fixes it. And I still have some cash in this box that can go out. Yeah, quite a bit. Okay, well, we got a couple of hours before the day ends. And I have a place that I can put down another piece of flooring. I have already cut these off, so I'm just working it through. But I think maybe my steel and iron setup is going to move to here. Did I ever take the steel gears up? Yeah, I did. And the nails. And we still have plenty left. Saturns are out. Wow. Well, might as well load some more in. Perfect. The shop will be stocked for tomorrow. My reputation's at 27. Yeah, maybe it'll pick up tomorrow. Well, this little setup that I've got going here isn't too bad. Oh, and we are done for the day. And we sold a bit of stuff. Oh, the cash is not great from the shop. Oh, wait, there we go. Now it starts picking up. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that. Oof. That's much better. Oh, very nice. Plus, we got the quest rewards, so I think we made a profit. Yeah, we made a good profit. And the shop is still open, so people will start coming again. This is still busy working through. So, as I was saying, this little setup, it's not doing too badly. So I want to replicate something like this, but make it a bit neater and less confusing. So let's start with a basic idea. We're going to need one of these. And I'll put it like that. And then I want to get, well, hold on. These do 10 per minute. Ethanol takes 15. Yeah, okay. So we're going to do pretty much the same. We will have 3 of these. Or maybe not. Hang on. I could use this setup, do 4 of them and increase the production just a bit more. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. So you are out. I can go to my blueprints. Now this is 80 iron ingots. I'm not going to build that much. And we'll have it like this. Confirm. Yeah, a couple of things haven't been built. And then I'm going to remove half of it. Okay. Oh, and yeah, it's kind of difficult to mass delete things on the floor. Because if you select an area... Oh, wait, hold on. It might actually be fun. Yeah, that'll work. Sometimes it doesn't select below the block that you are on. Anyway, so that's cool. It's sorted. Now I could have a portal bringing stuff in, and the fuel will come in on this side, and the output will be over here. Then we need another blast furnace like that, and maybe I can have 4 ethanols because we'll get extra output. The ethanol produces iron and steel. I have to work out some numbers on that, but yeah, we can get 4 of them in. So we'll do that. Okay. And I think maybe if I flip 2 of them. So that is like that. And now, oh gosh, I think it's, that was the same as the last one. So flip that and then rotate this. Now the yellow ones should be next to each other. Good. These 2 need to actually flip around to stay consistent because the steel comes out of the yellow ones. I like the yellow ports together. That looks good. And there's nothing else that I need to do. Hold on. What else needs to go in there? Oh yeah, we need the coke powder as well. So we can bring the coke powder that we bring for the fuel up the side and pop it over. Gosh, that's going to be difficult. Yeah, if I bring this belt right through, how do I get the coke powder in? Bugger. All right, let's try something new. Do them a little closer and make sure that the yellow outputs are the same. Yep. Okay, so that gives us a bit more space, but now we can't organize the belts very well. We're getting ingots out, but now some of those ingots will need to feed back in as a priority. So how do we do this? I think maybe, yeah, we do the shelves. Ah, that'll work. So now we could bring that belt and that one out, and then this we can elevate immediately. Wait, put that there. So this will go over here with lifts to bring it up like that. And this will be the iron ingots. And then I can do the same on the other side. So these two are going to come together. We're going to raise that up, belt like that, and like that. So if I bring this one up, I'm going to need to bring it up anyway. So that will bring the coke powder in. And that's going to need to be, I'm not going to elevate this one. This one will go straight through to there. And I'm going to break the belt out over here. And then I'm going to elevate this so that it can join in with the rest of the iron ore. Well, it can have an input from with the rest of the iron ingots. And then maybe I'll bring the rest of the iron ingots back in and through this line instead of going around the outside. Yes, that'll work. So that will go there and there. And then we're going to need to plug that in and that. And then I can reverse this belt to go in that way. And the same with this side. Lab stands going across and across. The belt's in, they connect up to that. This one goes in, connects up to that. And then we'll drop that in like there. Copy that. Oh, I'm out of rope. Wait, before I carry on, let's just have a look at what we've got. There's a quest that can be done, and another one that should be fine too. So we'll grab the bearings. We need 240. So I've got those. And then 165 glass. Okay, let's deliver. That one done and done. And the shop is happening. Everything is going. Our reputation's up to 74. Very good. Back to our iron and steel setup. This can come out now. I'm gonna duplicate. Wait, hang on. What am I missing? Oh, I didn't pick up the rope. Right, now I've got the rope. Rotate that and put that in. And grab the belt. Bring it out. And then this can come down over here. So, like that. So that should ensure that all of these ethanols are automatically supplied to the max. And then we basically just need a processor for the gears. Well, I've got two here, so maybe I'll stick with that. And then one for the nails, or maybe two for the nails. This one here coming down over here is not correct. So we need a table. And that should, doesn't fit in symmetrically. Oh, bother. I wonder if turning it sideways and having it longer will work. Okay, that goes... I'm out of wood, man. Yeah, now that's going to be 1 too wide. No, that's fine like that. That'll do. Okay, steel out over here. Bring it over all the way. Let's get those processors in. So I can do, I think, one there. I don't like that. Yeah, that's better. And then flip this one. And then the iron, we can bring in there. Now, one thing I haven't taken into account here is I will need storage of both the iron and the steel ingots. Yeah, I think I'm just going to move these processors out by one. And the end of the day has come. Let's see how we did. All right, well, our income was good. And our expenses, well, obviously very high. But even though that happened, we still made a profit. Yeah, that rock salt, that's expensive. Okay, so that's where those are going to be. And then I can bring the steel in to those two. The iron will come in on this side, but I need to drop it first. So let's get a lab stand there. Put this in. One belt over there. Oh, that needs to connect. Yep. And then those will go in there. And then I can put a couple of little boxes there and there. And they don't interfere with each other. Perfect. Then this will be set to nails on both of these. And on this side, we will set these to steel gears. And then those will have to come out into boxes that I can maybe just put on the floor. So one there and that one there. That goes in and that's the same. And the last belts are these. Done. Now, unless I missed a belt somewhere, this should be good. I do need a portal. So let's grab this portal and, a little short of space. So we put that there and we get a hopper. Connect that right in there. Drag our belt in. Wait a minute. Have I got these wrong? Oh, I have. Holy crap. Well, not so much. These are right. It's just this is wrong. I took out a row of blocks. Yeah, I remember doing that before. So this is the way that goes. And then we need to bring the fuel up to there. Belt that around the corner into there. This fuel is going to come in from here. And it's going to need to go over to there, where we'll have to have a box to input like that. Okay, perfect. And then this one can come through to there and also around there. All right, well, there you have it. We have a little steel setup and it could possibly fit in this slot over here. So grab a blueprint tool, select everything. We have everything selected. We are going to cut and let's see if we can easily. We'll go this side and make sure we're not too far back. Oh, hold on. Did I cut I think I cut off the fertilizer. All right, we'll have it centered just like that. And it's not too bad, fairly compact. Okay, I do need fertilizer here. So this belt, I was letting this one drain because I moved it over. All right, let's get that working again. Yep, all of these have stopped. Very silly. I'm going to have to do that again over here because I can put another piece of flooring in. So we'll cut that off, bring a ramp up there, get that sorted, delete all of this, confirm and floor piece in, and reconnect the belt. Just like that. Cool. We are expanding. It's looking good. Let's head upstairs and see our rock salt situation. Look at that. We are back on. Full belt of salt coming through. That is good news. And it looks like we're out of Jupiters and Saturns. Those are our big money spinners, so probably not a good idea to be out of them. So let's load up some and the shop can continue. And our reputation is at 99. Awesome. And once these belts start backing up properly, I know I am in a good place and I can start buying other pieces of land to expand and start other projects. But also, I can start breaking this lot down. Man, this is going to be a lot of junk. But before I do that, there is one thing I wanted to look at. How are we doing on bandages? Bandages are fine. There is this dispatch portal. Now, this may cause some issues because I'd need to get... The way I think it works is that you put stuff into it. If I put it down, the only thing I can do is the bandage contract. 50 bandages for 12. Daily requirement is 800. Well, I could do that for a few days. So let's do that. But then I need to get this cash back. And I do have a money line going up here that comes through from here. So maybe. Yeah, that's actually super easy. Bring that to there. Bring that over and plug it in there. And that splits between what's over here and what's upstairs. And the upstairs is hungry. And plug that in. Now let's see how this works. Bandages go in. We haven't dispatched any, but you can see it filling up. Okay, it is done. And it's starting on the next one. And there's our 12 coin. Now I don't think that this setup I have here is going to keep up. So if this is an ongoing contract, what I might do is just make a standalone setup like this. We'll milk this a bit. I have some in storage, so it's not really an issue. Going to disappear quickly, but that's going to be a couple of 100 silver coin for the day, potentially. Oh, we're out of Saturns again. Yeah, we're not going to be producing those fast enough. Holy cow. Well, maybe we are. Okay. Well, that is stocked back up. We are also out of Jupiters over here. And my Jupiter setup is not greatly efficient. Anyway, we have product to sell. I think I'll cut this off eventually. This setup produces 6 bandages per minute. So if I made a setup that doubles that, yeah, so I think I could probably do this. And it allows a maximum of 800 per day. I haven't timed how long a day takes, but it's cool. Oh, it looks like we are actually backed up on money upstairs. Look at that. Holy cow, that's great. Are we backed up over here yet? Not really, not yet. And we don't have any more customers, so we're not going to have those sales today. Did I have quests? I did. Let me see if I can get them done before the end of the day, because that will definitely make our money look happier. I have everything I need to deliver, so let's do that. That's 65 silver and 310 silver. I think today is going to be huge. Well, I do need to start thinking about switching this lot on. I have a line of coke powder over here. I can drag that through. That'll fire things up. And then I'm going to need some iron. So we'll grab a cannon, and with any luck, the cannon will reach this hopper. Oh, you're kidding. Oh, obstacles. Yeah, it's this upstairs. And I can't do anything about it because... Oh, wait, maybe I can. Hold on. No, I can't because this stuff is all on top of that. So, wait, actually, let's do this. Okay, so I've deleted that. Now if I go down here and I say you must go there, still obstacles. Ah, yeah, I can't do anything about that. I'm going to need to bring the hopper somewhere else. Ah, and there's the end of the day. So let's see how we did. That was an outstanding day. Yeah, very, very good indeed. An enormous profit. Exactly what was needed. Good. All right, I'm going to try something different. And I'm going to put the hopper on this side. Let's see if we can reach. Yeah, we can. Okay. So that's going to start tossing money. And now I can break that down and that. And all of these belts need to be changed. Purchasing portal is in. Belts are in like that. And then set this one to supply iron ore. And that will kick off this process. Yep, these are all firing up now. Very good. Let's keep an eye on it. Oh wait, the Athenors have a recipe too, don't they? Yep, they do. So, steel, and that's all of them set. So now before the iron ore goes out, it's going to go back into these machines. This is overproducing. Wait, there's something missing. Oh, I think I'm missing one of these. Yeah, I am. Oh. All right, well, that's in now. So this is overproducing for what we need here. These are producing 40. This needs 60. But the output includes another 45. Yeah, we're going to get an extra 45 of the iron output, which will mean that 20 will go back in the ethanol, and we'll be getting 25 iron ingots through to here. And as long as I have... wait, is this one not set? It is. It's just waiting for material. Wait a minute. Why is it not doing anything? Those are definitely iron ingots. Huh, that's weird. This side's working. We're getting... Oh, we got some steel in. How did we get steel in this box? Wait, where is my error? The steel can only come... the steel can only come out of there. Am I missing a belt under there? No, it's there. Steel can only come through here. And the steel can only come through here. And we're not getting any steel in the box yet, probably because we're not producing enough. This is working. All right, well, that's very strange that that steel landed up on that belt. Those are the yellow ones coming out over here. And these are the yellow ones coming out on this side. Oh, I'm missing a belt, though. I don't know. Was there some kind of a weird glitch? Look, we've got steel on this belt again. How? Oh, my gosh. This box is too close. That's the problem. Okay. Yeah, I thought I had separation. Okay, both of these boxes are going. They're out. And now I have to lift the steel off. I have to rebuild these two because they've obviously got steel in them. And that is stuck. Yeah, there were steel ingots in them. Now things are working. So let me do some storage for the ingots. Bring that through to there. This box will need to move one up. We'll put it like that. And then, oh, what the heck? Let's do one like that. We'll have a mess if I do that. So put them there. Because we don't really need a huge amount of them. So we'll bring that to there, and then We'll belt that into there. And then we'll need lab stands and get the tall ones and then a short one. And then we can elevate this belt for the steel. Lab stands across to there. And then we can dump that one in there. And then with a bit of belt like that, that should work. So this one will have iron ingots. This one will have, where is it? There it is, steel ingots. And those will back up. We don't need a lot of them. We need them for building stuff, I think. But other than that, they're just there now. All right, now is everything working? Seems to be. We're going to empty out my boxes over here. We'll transfer all the goods over this way. Problem I have is I've got a pretty large stockpile of steel ingots, and this is still running through. Yeah, maybe I should just... Yeah, I've got all of this. Oh my gosh. Got so much stone lying on the ground. But did I do quests today? I didn't. So let's get those done. This one I can already do. This one I just need some salt, which I now have, so we'll do that. The money is backed up. Oh gosh. Are we going to stop accepting cash soon if this carries on? Let's get some more money storage in, and we'll belt that to there. So at least it'll keep flowing. Oh, this side as well. Well, we'll create a buffer on both of these lines. Wait, that's not a buffer. Okay, those are going in, and then this must come out. All right, this will start backing up both of them probably, but I'm getting cash in here. Oh, wow, look at that. Oh, lines of... Wow, amazing what the shop can do, isn't it? Oh, and I haven't been keeping an eye on this. I'm at the max for the day. All right, well, it's time to cut this off anyway. I need to back up a little bit on my bandages, otherwise I'm not going to be able to supply the shop. But that made us good cash. We are flush, actually. I'm tempted to get another one of those banking portals and then put it over here, convert all of this to silver in stacks of max, I suppose. Yeah, let's do that. Why is this not working? Oh, because I didn't tell it what to do. Right, the shop is closed, so the money has stopped flowing in this way. That's fine, it'll give this a chance to catch up. And I can drop my copious amounts of money into that box. And then get rid of my little bits of coin over here. I'll carry like 5 silver coin with me, just in case I need to buy something from the shop. Alright, well, it's going to be money madness soon. I've got a lot of coin. Yeah, but now I need to just decommission this. That will be sorted soon. And then rebuild the transformation potion and the Jupiter setup. And then this whole area will be clear. I'm going to let this day run to an end. And the day has come to an end. So let's see how we did. And that's it. An absolutely crazy good day. We did super well again. And that, folks, is where I'm going to leave this one. If you like this video, give us a like. If you want to see more, subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications. Leave me your comments. Let me know your thoughts. And let me know how you feel about having the shop open now. Finally did it. After over 100 days, I couldn't survive without it anymore. And now I am super flush. So yeah, in between episodes, I will be doing some more cleanup, get rid of this, maybe get the transformation potion moved because it's sprawling. I mean, it goes all the way to the end over there. That needs to change. And then look at the Jupiter as well. There's a whole bunch of stuff here that can be broken down. So I'll get that all sorted out as well. But thank you very much for joining me. And until next time, cheers.